This is Mark.
And this is Sarah.
And this is taco time. We're rolling. This is bad. Okay, don't fluff me again. That's bad.
I'm not fluffing shit.
I'm easily fluffed.
Okay.
Just triggered. I can look out the window and get fluffed.
Not my fault. I'm just sitting here in this chair.
It has too many triggers. All right.
Pickles.
Exactly. Well, there you go.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Right.
Okay, let's start off where we left off in our previous episode. This would be with the whole bronyism thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, we decided that Mark isn't, in fact, a brony. However, the whole My Little Pony thing did have an effect on us in the sense that we found ourselves taking field trips to various, Target, Walmart, or wherever. Toy sections. And we were looking at toys and ponies and buying them and whatnot.
I think it started innocently of just going to the My Little Pony section in Walmart.
To see them.
And just look at the toys. And it's the same 5 toys. There's not a big selection.
Yeah, but it took us to this weird, this warm, fuzzy place where we started...
Yeah, it's a comfort zone.
We started doing stuff with the toys, and not in a freaky, creepy way, but we started modding them. And,
artistically. Yes.
We
were inspired by what we could possibly do with this stuff.
Pony hacking.
Yes.
So... first of all, I did this illustration of me riding this awesome chrome robotic centurion horse, and I'm slaying all the other ponies with a sickle, and it's cool.
Yes.
And I was like, I want to make that pony, so I'm gonna go, and I went and I bought butterscotch or whatever,
Buttercup or whatever her real name is.
Apple Fritter.
Oh, you bought Applejack.
Applejack.
That's the cowboy pony that wears a cowboy hat.
I bought an Applejack, and I decided, because she doesn't have a horn or wings or anything, so I cut off all her hair, and I started chopping into her and sending pictures of this to Mark while he was at work at Blueman one day.
Right.
And he was like, "You're a crazy bitch. What the fuck are you doing? Are you mad at me? What did I do to upset you?"
I freaked out. She's sending me pictures of somebody defiling a pony, cutting its hair off,
and
like I'm ready to take its head off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I sent him a picture of her standing in a puddle, a pile of her hair.
Yeah.
And without any context or anything, and he was just like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna cry." So
I was gonna cry.
Because I cut off the hair, and if you've ever cut hair off of a toy, it's a very guilty thing to do because that's the only thing that the toy has is its hair, and it's not going to grow back. It's forever going to be devoid of hair when you're chopping it off. So I was kind of crying inside while I was taking the X-Acto to its scalp and shaving it off.
Good to know.
Really close to the surface.
Yes.
And I jammed a bunch of pins in its head because I needed some sort of internal support because I was gonna, attach clay to the outside to make that centurion mohawk that was going to be on the top. And I was sending him pictures of that, and I was like, next up is to tear off her head, but don't worry, Mark, she likes it.
Yeah.
And because I was gonna. Yeah.
I think it got to the point where you described drilling its eyes out to put LEDs in.
Yeah.
And it finally clicked in my head that you were hacking this for something useful, right? It's like, oh, she's adding electronics to it. Oh, that's okay. It just suddenly became okay. I realized, okay, you're not mutilating something and then sending me pictures of it like Hannibal Lecter or something.
No.
It became okay for the rest of the day.
So I've been working on that project and whatnot, but this sparked a whole dialogue of photos that we sent back and forth to each other. Because if you remember this special pony right here that I gave Mark as a gift, during our last episode, well, he started taking some really creative photographs of her, and by creative I mean
creepy,
fucked up,
creepy sex stuff.
Creepy,
yeah.
So. He sent me a couple pictures of her, around like chocolate candies and
Yeah, it started innocent with chocolate candies, and then in the next picture, the candies were unwrapped, and her hair was messed up, and she was on her side, implying that something had happened. And then I think after that was on her side, hair messed up, and like mayonnaise everywhere. Because I needed something white and creamy to like spread all over her, so something that can be washed off later. So
this smells like you.
I put Axe hair wax in there. I started using product in her hair. That wasn't photographic, but it was getting frizzy, so it's an experiment. So
she after all these pictures, as inspiring as they were, I had to make her a rape blanket because I felt bad for the pony.
Is?
Yeah, I
just thought it was a pretty yellow blanket. I didn't realize it was to comfort her from all the abuse I've been giving her. And then I did. So I came with the idea of a spirit pony. So the Native Americans have a spirit animals. So a friend of mine has a spirit horse plushie, and I was inspired by that. So I took a My Little Pony, painted it with optic yellow, this color. And I am doing a design that's a spirit pony in that represents our collaboration. So it's a lot of my personality and then the personality of her yellow color, and so those things blending in the whole pony thing.
It's the best color. I haven't seen it yet, so it's been living in a box.
It's a secret. It's about half done, and so maybe in the next podcast I'll throw that out. We'll throw all our ponies out there, what we have so far.
But yeah, all the raunchy, messed up pictures inspired me to make this awesome horse, literally. That I bought this same toy, like the white one with the purple hair, and I put her in a little leather G-string and collar, and I shaved off her unicorn horn, which you can see there, and I super glued it to her nice little leather underwear and gave her a strap on. And then I gave her melty eye makeup and smeared her lipstick, and I named her Velveteen. But she's no longer a pony, she is a horse, and that is spelled W-H-O-R-S-E. Horse. And she's special.
She's special, and she needs to put herself through college.
So it's okay.
She needs the money.
Yeah. But I had to separate her from my other ponies because they're making fun of her. And she's starting to cut herself.
That's not good.
Oh.
The poor thing.
I know, but
maybe she needs a yellow blanket.
Make her one too.
Okay.
They all need blankets.
So my second pony mod project is I work at Blueman Group. So my second pony project is 3 ponies, which is the 3 Bluemen. So I'm painting these ponies black and then giving them blue faces, blue hoofs, and blue tail. Their hair has been shaved off. The mane has been shaved off. That is going to just be representative of my love for working at Blueman Group. My plan is to install those 3 ponies somewhere in the theater where somebody in the audience could possibly see them.
During our first week of freedom and whatnot, Mark took me over to the Blueman show and showed me the backstage, gave me a tour, showed off all the stuff that he fixes regularly. And I got to see 2 real, live, majestic KUKA robots that were on a pedestal high above me, and I got to take pictures with them, and it made my day.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I want one as a pet. Like, we decided that. Yeah, I want to, take it into bed and,
I want a giant, dangerous machine to cuddle.
I want to cuddle it. I can, gently, pet my head.
Gently, yeah.
Gently.
It's all programming.
Right. Someone like you would program that, so.
That would be bad.
But yeah, I got to see them, and I want to make a mini one, and your friend said that it should paint toes. I say if they paint toes, they should paint orange.
Would that be cool? Have a miniature robot arm that paints your toes?
Just gently.
That would be awesome. People would come for that. They would come to your business or
whatever. I'll do a Kickstarter.
That would be a great Kickstarter.
Toe painting KUKA robot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that. But other than that, so while tooling around, I've been collecting fabric and tassels and adornments and anything else that I can get my hands on to complete my half of this secret project that Mark and I have been developing. I'm creating essentially a corset or a girdle that straps around your waist and laces and back. That's made to look all frilly and girly, but the cool thing about it is right in the front below the belly button there is attached a 2-inch diameter huge 90-degree angle piece of PVC pipe. So it acts essentially as a strap-on. I'm not going to go into detail about why it looks like this, but the fact is you've got this amazing phallus that we've been testing out, and it's on this girdle that has Roman centurion spaded pleats that hang down, and just they're spaced just enough apart so that you can see Tiberius's junk because he's a bit of a floozy.
Yeah, that's what I'm told.
And Mark's been developing his half of the project, which is the upper half,
yes.
And he's been doing prototyping for that, but he's not ready to show anything.
Yeah, I'm working on something now, but it will. I think once my part is done and you see the bottom part, it will give away the gist of what the L in Project L stands for. So I think we'll wait one more podcast and we'll let the world know what direction we're going, and we'll try to be a little bit mysterious about it until you can see it. So we still want a little bit of surprise. But the belt is just awesome.
It's awesome. We're gonna put it through its stress testing tonight. Yeah, I had this excellent moment at Lowe's where I woke up and I was working on just the girdle part. And at some point, I had to move on to the next step, which was, figuring out how I was going to facet the pipe or whatever it was I was going to end up using. I didn't know at the time. And I left the house in my pajamas, like my flannel pajama pants and tank top and everything. And I went to the plumbing section of Lowe's and I was looking at all the wonderful phallic shapes, and I was picking up different widths of tube and holding them in front of my crotch essentially just to get a feel for how they would arc and the height to which they came up to. And this guy who looked kind of like Jeff Foxworthy that worked there walked up to me and he was like, "Can I help you find anything there?" And I looked at him and it totally took me out of my mental processing, and I was kind of like, "Oh no, I'm good. I'm good." And then I looked and I'm holding this pipe right here, and yeah, and he just kind of smiled and nodded and took off through the store.
That's funny. So.
And
awesome.
I got that done, and me and Jeff figured out how to facet it on, which was kind of an enigma for a while, but we got it down, and we have it industrial strength fastened to the crotch area with a crotch plate that keeps it from shifting too far in any direction, so it's bolted up.
Yeah, for how we're using this thing can't really move a whole lot in
once
use
it's on.
Without giving it away. It's not a sex toy, but it has a purpose, and you will find that out. But it can't move.
It can't move. But we solved that problem, and it's pretty secure, and there's a lot of integrity in the design of the actual wearable. So that's done, and we'll probably dance around in it tonight after a couple.
It'll be fun for each of us to get footage of each of us modeling
it.
This funky belt thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a kick out of that. So.
But in addition to all of this, the working on the project, after we were spent developing this project, every day, Mark got a chance to, kick back a few beers and play some video games that he's been meaning to catch up on. So one of the two specifically this week that he got to play was my personal favorite, or maybe in my top 3 or 5. Which is a independent game called Journey, and it's a first-person experience where you kind of go on this lonely pilgrimage through a desert, and I highly recommend it if you haven't played it before. But
yeah, it's definitely good.
He enjoyed that experience quite a bit. And the second game that he played maybe just a few days ago, took him 3 days to complete it, but he played Portal for the first time. Portal! And every human being should play Portal, especially if you're a techie and into
if you're a geek, play Portal. It's
the original.
It was made for you.
Yes. But this was fun because it was frustrating watching him because at first he didn't quite grasp the mechanics of the game.
Smart. Come on! I cannot solve puzzles. Apparently.
Yeah. But like, no, he didn't grasp the mechanic of the game quite yet, and until you really get what's going on, and not just kind of get, but really understand what you can do with the portals, you kind of bumble around and drive people watching you who have played the game crazy. So like me and Jeff were like sitting on the couch watching him, and like after a half an hour of like Mark being stuck in a ditch, Jeff would say these really brilliant things like, yeah, it would be really awesome if you had some sort of thing that allowed you to teleport through a portal anywhere you wanted in the game.
If I only had a tool they gave me at the beginning of the game to make holes in walls and move from place to... Yeah, duh.
And then Mark would be like, okay,
There were literal moments when I stood there forgetting I had this tool and be like, what am I supposed to do now?
So we were losing our minds. But I mean, in all fairness, like I remember when I played the game, I was sat down on a couch and like my friend who introduced Portal to me was like, you will finish this game in 3 hours, period. And I had to figure out what I needed to do, and I had those dumb moments, and he didn't help me. Like me and Jeff eventually would pity you and be like, oh, maybe you should try.
I have wonderful friends. If I just act stupid long enough, they'll just give me.
There's a big glowing red dot on the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Really? You think that's a clue?
Yeah.
You think the game designers maybe were trying to hint you as well? I mean,
there's an energy pellet in this room. Maybe they put it here for a reason.
Exactly.
But no, like my friend, he wouldn't tell me anything. So like he just sat for 4 or 5 hours on this couch and looked pissed off and was just ridiculing me like, you really don't know what to do. And I was like, I don't know. So, yeah. Are we good?
Oh, that one ended.
Oh well. Whatever.
Our backup camcorder just ended and we're cutting this section out. That's okay.
You could put the belt on.
See my hairy chest.
About my hairy chest.
I'm Saddam Hussein. I'm a monkey.
Saddam Goga.
I'm furry. Would you like to comb my chest?
Where's the little plastic comb?
It's somewhere.
Okay.